them. One is Briarius, the mount of Paddy Brennan. Take out 2, 3 Nacarat, AP McCoy. 4 Natal is Nick Schofield. Down to 5 New Mill, Robbie Power. 6 Petit Robin is the mount of Barry Garrity. 7 Schindlers Hunt, Paddy Flood. 8 Scots Irish, Ruby Walsh. 9 is Nacarat, Christian Williams. 10 Tidal Bay, Dennis O'Regan. And 11 Voipor Ustedes, last year's winner, Robert Thornton.
So Voipor Ustedes is one of the Cheltenham bankers, but it came unstuck. It looks like the punters are trying to get the money back. He's a 5-4 shot. It's 4-1 Nacarat, 9-2 Tidal Bay. It's 10-1 Petit Robin. Scots Irish is a 14-1 shot. It's 16-1 Schindler's Hunt. It's 20-1 Briarius. It's 50-1 New Mill and Nacarat, and 100-1 the outsider Natal. But Gary, massive gamble.
Devised by the BHA to encourage the good horses to keep racing and contest all the big events. There's quite a few in the series. This is a race number 62 in the series, and Masterminded heads the order of merit from Snoopy Loopy, Voipor Ustedes. And it's interesting that Voipor Ustedes and Tidal Bay, those two, if they win today, either of them, they could go to the top of the standings.
Well, this is a Grade 1 race, and that means there is a parade in front of the grandstand. These 10 runners, all of them exciting steeplechasers, coming out in front of the crowds, and the field will be led by the horse we call Big Briarius, who is co-owned by my father in Balding and trained by my brother Andrew. He's a horse who's very fragile in his legs. He's only had 12 runs, but he has won 5 times. Fell at the last in the Queen Mother Champion Chase last time. Hopefully he won't be taken on for the lead, but he may be. Nacarat is a horse who is definitely improving, a Racing Post Chase winner, and AP McCoy on board.
Yeah, number 4 is Natal from Paul Nicholson's stable. He's got to improve quite a bit. I can't see him. Nick Schofield rides him. He's 100-1. He'd probably be up there early on, but shouldn't really be good enough today.
New Mill is a former Champion Chase winner. He has 11 wins in his career and over £500,000 in prize money. Finished 4th in this race last year. Robbie Power on board, who rides Silver Birch in tomorrow's Grand National.
Number 6 is Petit Robin from Mickey Henderson's stable, the Mountain Barry Garrity. 10-1. He was shorter earlier, a little bit of value, but he's got to improve 5 or 6 pounds.
Schindler's Hunt was actually fancied by AP McCoy to run well in the Ryanair Chase. I heard him tipping at somebody, and he did. He finished 3rd in that. He's got 7 wins in his career.
Number 8 is Scots Irish from Willie Mullins' stable over from Ireland. Ruby Walsh rides. He's 14-1. He's been a great servant over the years, but again, he's got to improve a little on all-known form today.
Nacarat has been mixing it up, running in chases one week and then in hurdles a few weeks later. His last run was over hurdles. You can see Christian Williams trying to keep him relaxed, having kicked his feet out of the irons.
Number 10 is Tidal Bay. We've seen him in the parade ring. 9-2. Dennis O'Regan and Howard Johnson just had a winner. He looks fantastic, and I'm sure he'll run a big race.
And here's the big one. This is Voipor Ustedes. He's the 5-4 favourite, and with good reason. He has 13 wins in his career. He's won £863,000 in prize money. Barely runs a bad race, and he should be either first or second today.
Voipor Ustedes has been one of the most consistent horses in training over the last few seasons. He turns up at every big day and always gives his best. And when he's really on song, he's hard to beat.
He's home for all money. He's a class performer, all right. Voipor Ustedes is going to win this as he likes.
Nacarat is a seriously improved performer this season, and trainer Tom George and champion jockey Tony McCoy have combined to get the best out of this dashing grey, but he will need to take another huge step up the ladder today. Last season's top 2-mile novice chaser Tidal Bay has arguably underachieved this time around despite some fair performances, but a return to Aintree where he won at this meeting last year just might reignite the fire.
It's Tidal Bay who goes on to win it well.
Paul Petit Robin has bumped into the mighty Masterminded on his last 2 starts, but without the champion in today's lineup, Connections will be hoping that this tough little chaser can pass the post in front once again.
Well, Robert Thornton was getting ready well in advance. This is his biggest ride of the day, and it's going to be a big day for all of these jockeys. Nick Schofield there, AP McCoy, who's on board Nacarat, and he's going to be hoping that this horse continues on the upward curve. Christian Williams there, who is riding Takarok, and Ruby Walsh in the foreground, Barry Geraghty behind, and there is Robbie Power, former Grand National winning jockey, on board New Mill. There's going to be plenty of pace in the race, and maybe Dennis O'Regan will be waiting out the back with Tidal Bay, trying to settle him, trying to get him to jump properly. He's a big, angular, leggy horse. AP McCoy doesn't smile very often unless he's got a reason to, and you treasure those moments when they come.
He said to me yesterday, Claire, he said, this isn't very funny. He said, this game isn't much good when you're not riding very good horses. But he's happier now he's had a winner.
And he's excited about Nacarat, isn't he? He's a horse he really likes.
Yeah, he really likes. He thinks he's improving and really could be anything. And he's very happy he's on him today.
Well, you can see there huge numbers of people here having fun, enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the odd drink as well. And hopefully some of them have been backing winners. Killy Glenn in the last and El Dancer in the first. I wonder what they've selected in this race. The money will be spread right across the board. Let's see what's happening down in the betting ring. Here's John.
Well, Voipur Ustedes remains your favourite here in this race. At 11-8, it's 4-1 Nacarat and 4-1 Tidal Bay. It's 10-1 Petit Robin, 14-1 Scots Irish and 16-1 Bardos. But Gary, there's money for one horse here. What is it?
Yeah, the last 2 minutes, John, has money for one horse, as you said, Tidal Bay, a 15,000 at free winning and 2 bets to 2,000 at 4 to 1. They've even taken the 4 now. They've took 5, 9 at 2 and 4. 4 to 1 solid Tidal Bay. And the favourite is on the drift again. It was 5 to 4 2 minutes ago. It's now 11-8. Could go 6 to 4, John.
Now, Voipur Ustedes was very, very relaxed in the parade ring, but this is as he's being released from the parade in front of the stands.
Yeah, he's just backing in underneath the rail, and thank God for them plastic rails. He didn't do any damage, but just a bit on his toes. But I'd like to see that, really. And if I was on his back, I think this is better. He's not too quiet, you know. He's revved up and ready for the.
And it may have happened because he's number 11 is his alphabetical numbering in this race, because they're all in level weights. It means he was last in the parade, and all the other horses are gone, and he's just saying, well, why haven't I gone with them? He is a gorgeous horse, isn't he? Yeah,
he's a lovely horse, and it would be nice if he won for Sir Robert Ogden. After losing Exotic Dancer yesterday, this is his next best chaser. Both horses have been great servants, but it would be nice if this fella won for it.
Now, we've got a few front runners in the race. We shouldn't be lacking for pace. Nacarat won't be too far away from it, will he?
Yeah, no, Nacarat, he'd love if he got things his own way in front, which he probably won't. But AP, even if something takes him on, he'll just want to get him into a rhythm and get him jumping well. Very sound jumper around Kempton, but it was going right-handed, but I'm sure there shouldn't be any problems.
But it's funny how much Kempton form does seem to get repeated here at Aintree. I mean, Madison de Burley being an example. Flat track, I know they're different ways round, but it seems more similar.
Flat and sharp, and they have to jump quick and accurate.
Certainly more in common than Cheltenham and Aintree have. Let's have a closer look at Scots Irish. Now, Ruby Walsh presumably would have had the choice of the Nichols runners if he'd wanted to be on either of them. Or
this horse has some very good form in Ireland, and you know, he's had plenty of racing over the years, but he's a good performer. I think he probably wants a bit softer ground on this, and he's got a little chance, but he shouldn't really be up to the class of Tidal Bay or Voipur Ustedes.
Now, Briaris is going to try and jump out and make the running. There were 2 full starts when he ran in the Queen Mother Champion Chase, which really upset him, and he was always being taken on for the lead. He's a horse of great ability, but he fell at the last in that. So it's going to be Nacarat and Briaris up front.
That's it, they're off and running, setting off on this 2.5-mile journey. Briaris and also Nacarat, they lead to the first. Plenty of speed on, and Nacarat led over it as they all get over it safely. Back in third then, Voipur Ustedes, the outside. Petit Robin is up there on the near side. They're followed by Tidal Bay as they settle, and Schindlers Hunters further back in the field. Coming to the second, the pace is strong. Briaris, a better jump on the outside. Got over it in front of Nacarat, the grey on the near side. 2 lengths away then is Petit Robin, the yellow cap, as they come to the first open ditch. Behind them is Voipur Ustedes, followed in the centre by Tidal Bay, then Schindler's Hunt back in the field. They're followed well back at this stage by Natal, who's back with Scots Irish as they come now to the fourth. Nacarat jumps into the lead there, and well back in the field too is Takarok as they prepare to leave the back, and no shortage of pace here.
No, absolutely not. There's interesting here. Tidal Bay is a horse who has made jumping errors in the past. He's travelling and jumping well here.
They swing now across the top of the track and heading towards the cross fence number 5. And stretched across the track, it's the grey Nacarat, out-jumped by Briareus. Then in third is Boy for Ustedes, followed in the centre by Tidal Bay. And then on the inside in about fifth position is Petty Robin as they come around the turn now. A gap to Schindler's Hunt, followed by New Mill, Scots Irish, Natal, and back towards the rear is Nacarat. Coming into the straight now, towards the sixth, and Nacarat. He saw that stride there and he took off and landed well clear of the pack. From Briareus in second, followed by Tidal Bay, and then Petty Robin saving every inch on the inside as they come to this second open ditch, followed further back by Boy for Ustedes. And then Schindler's Hunt in the centre from New Mill, and further back is Scots Irish, followed by Nacarat, and trailing out to last now is Natal. Coming up now towards the one that'll be the last next time round. This is number 8. And the grey Nacarat out in front by 2 to 3 lengths. He draws towards it. He fiddled his way over that in quite good style from Briareus. Then up there, poking up between them, Tidal Bay. This will make it interesting. Petty Robin behind them from Boy for Ustedes. A gap then to Schindler's Hunt, and further back is New Mill, Scots Irish, Nacarat and Natal. And AP is riding this like a really good horse.
Yeah, he is. He knows this horse stays 3 miles. He saw that when he won well. But I've been very impressed with the way Tidal Bay has been jumping. Briareus jumping well, and Boy for Ustedes, the favourite, he's still travelling.
Well, Boy for Ustedes back in fifth position, waiting there, Chalk Thornton, as they head down the back now towards the ninth. Nacarat steadies. He's jumping well. He made about a half length there over that. Lands over clear of Briareus, who just might be feeling it a bit. From Petty Robin is now starting to loom up, yellow cap. Out wider then is Boy for Ustedes from Tidal Bay. A gap to Schindler's Hunt as they come to the 10th. And he got in too close there. Nacarat wrapped that one very hard, but he's still there. It's Nacarat the leader from Petty Robin, and out wider is Briareus, Boy for Ustedes as they come to the open ditch, and he was spring-heeled at that. It's Nacarat who lands over it by a length. The Boy for Ustedes looming up now. Petty Robin in the centre. A gap then to Schindler's Hunt as they come to the 12th. A good jump by the leader. Further back, Tidal Bay just starting to feel the pinch. Briareus has dropped right back, and they're followed then by New Mill as they start to lead the back. And Boy for Ustedes moving up.
Yeah, he's moving up. Chalk wants to get himself into a good position here around this, but the front horse is travelling well. Schindler's Hunt noticeably travelling well.
Coming now with 4 left to jump, and on the near side is Nacarat, who jumps it well. He's jumping extremely well. He's 2 to 3 lengths clear of Boy for Ustedes. This is going to be a real championship slog out to the finish as they come around the turn now. Petty Robin in third. A gap to Schindler's Hunt, Scots Irish, and Tidal Bay is struggling. 3 left to jump. Nacarat 2-3 lengths in front. Boy for Ustedes. Now he's asking the big questions. Followed by Petty Robin. Out wide as Schindler's Hunt is running on. And then a gap to Scots Irish. They come to the last ditch, 2 out. And it's Nacarat still finding more. He comes towards it. He jumped it perfectly. He lands over at 3 in front. Schindler's Hunt is the danger. Followed by Boy for Ustedes, who won't go away. And a gap then to Scots Irish. Nacarat, AP McCoy digging deeper. He's asking him more questions. Schindler's Hunt is wearing him down. Boy for Ustedes in the centre. 1 left to jump now. Schindler's Hunt on the near side. Boy for Ustedes. He dived at it. He's coming back though. It's Boy for Ustedes, the far side. He's ridden for dear life. Near side is Schindler's Hunt. They race towards the line. Boy for Ustedes has won it. He's won it by a neck. What a performance. Schindler's Hunt in second. A gap to Nacarat in third. Followed then in fourth by Scots Irish. Further back then is Tidal Bay, and then New Mill. Followed then by Petty Robin. Natal and Nacarat are tailed off, and pulled up as Briareus. But have a look at this. Boy for Ustedes on the inside. He's won it by a head to a neck. What a performance. He's fought back there. He's been on the floor, and he's fought back to get the upper hand close home from Schindler's Hunt. What a performance, and what a training performance by Alan King.
Alan, that is one of the most fantastic finishes we've ever seen here at Aintree. Your reaction?
A million tears. Great. My God, he's tough, and great ride by Chalk, and we needed a big jump at the last and got it. And I'm chuffed for the whole team, and I'm particularly Sir Robert as well after what happened yesterday. And It's been a tough time. Obviously, getting beat at Cheltenham was disappointing for everyone, and this is bloody wonderful.
And just take us through your thoughts in the closing stages, because he looked beat at one stage. Robert Thornton working so hard on him, but then when it got into that 3-horse battle, you knew that you had a horse you could rely on.
Well, he'll never shirk it, really. I mean, the one thing we needed was a real jump at the last, and he's put his head down and really battled, and I'm very, very proud of him.
What sort of emotions does he put you through?
But just about everything in there, I think. You know, very, very special. Very special. He's what a wonderful horse he's been, you know, to me and the whole team at home. And well done to them.
And the ride?
Superb. Yet again.
Indeed. And we actually have your reaction, because we kind of picked out from a long